Hi, I'm Cliff, and this is my garage. And today, we're going to continue installing that 12-foot tall car lift in my 10-foot tall garage. Hey, welcome back to the garage. And if this is your first time joining me, thanks for dropping by. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We've got the basics of the lift in place now. All the two columns are up, they're all tied together, and they're tied to the floor. Now it's time to start putting all the bits and bobs together, like hydraulic lines, synchronization cables, the power unit, the arms, all that little ancillary stuff. I'm sure hoping that today we can maybe finish up this thing or at least get close. So let's get started. According to the installation instructions, our next step is to take these synchronization cables and run them up through the column, around a pulley that's located at the top of the beam, across to the other side, around a pulley on the other end of the beam, and then it attaches to the top of the carriage on the other side. And likewise, we repeat that process going the other direction with the cable that's attached to the bottom of this column. Okay, well that went super smooth. It only took me a couple of minutes to run both cables, mainly because the way these pulleys are designed. Let me see if I can get a view for you here. There is no outside sheave on these. Wow, trying to get an angle here is very difficult. There we go. The pulley is just mounted on the side of that piece on the bottom of the beam. There's no outside sheave, so all you have to do is put the cable up there, just pop it over the side. It was far harder to get the cable through this opening here and into the top of the beam. So, but overall, yeah, this was a good design that made it really easy. I had been kind of worried about trying to thread a cable through a sheave, and well, didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, adding to the list of irritants in this section is that not only is it impossible to get a socket on this nut because of, it's not so much that the hole is too close, it's just there's this big old nasty, like third-rate weld that I mean, there's some really ugly welding on here. It's kind of nasty looking, but that same poor quality welding is on the top too, which makes it really difficult to turn this nut whenever it comes time to do that. When is that? I don't know. There's nothing in the instructions to indicate how tight this is supposed to get. So I'm guessing, and quite frankly, I'm kind of irritated about it. I'm beginning to wish I had gone ahead and splurged for the bend pack. I'm guessing its directions and overall quality, considering that it was 50% more, would have been a lot better than this. Well, I got the synchronization cables run tediously, but eventually got them all tightened down, and then I began working on the hydraulic lines. And the hydraulic lines run through little clips along the way. And I was wondering, was there a clip right here that I needed to get through that's behind here? That's part of what would be nice about being able to assemble it on the ground, would be you'd be able to slide these carriages out of the way easily. So I wanted to figure out, which led to a massive screw up on my part, which I want to share with you now. Remember, I lifted these carriages up with the forklift or the pallet jack to get clear access to the bolt holes. Well, I thought, okay, I can do that again. I just pick them up further. Okay, bad mistake. bad mistake. Because when I looked up further, the chains, the pulleys didn't come up with the carriage. Normally the hydraulic rams push those pulleys up, and that's what lifts the carriages. Well, in this case, the carriages were going up, but the ram stayed where it was, and so the chains became all slack and loose, and when I tried to bring it back down, they jammed. They got all jammed up in there. It took me, I didn't know what I was going to do for a while there. Finally, I took and removed the pulleys off the top of the rams, got hold of the chains with ratchet straps and pulled them up and held both of them. So I'm sitting there holding the two of them and letting the forklift down slowly, kept pulling and pulling the chains up, eventually got the carriages all the way back down. Then I had to hold the chains up, get the pulleys back on the chains. This took me at least an hour to fix this screw up. I also, of course, got covered in grease, so I'm a little discouraged right now, although I fixed it. I believe that everything's okay now, but it's just such a total screw up on my part that I'm going to call it, I'm going to walk away for a while. I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to come back and tackle this in the morning because I'm still concerned that there is a clip that those hydraulic lines need to go through about halfway down. I'm going to get a bore scope and look down in there, see if I can find it that way. And then if there is one, then I got to figure out how I'm going to thread that needle. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll solve that problem when we get to it. So, guys, good night. I'm going to go in, take a shower, and go to bed. So if you've learned nothing else from this video, you've learned, don't do what I just did. Don't pick those carriages up like that. Just on that 1 minute of information, I know you found this video helpful and informative. So find that thumbs up button down there, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, make sure you click on that bell, make sure it looks like it's ringing. That lets it know that you want to be notified every time I post new content containing screw-ups and all from here in Cliff's Garage. I'll see you next time.